Might help if I was unmuted, huh? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah. No. No. It's a Sunday. Guys, mail doesn't come... Mail does not come on a Sunday. There you go. Eat the Cheerios. That's just acting weird. Trying to do a window capture, but my thing's like, oh yeah, no, you cannot do the window capture. Don't do it, dogs. And that didn't do it either. Alright, so... Shh. It's okay, babies. I don't know why it's being weird, but it's being weird. I'm adjusting things you can't see off screen. And -10? Nope, that's not doing it. Shh. It's okay. No, don't you start too. Are you done? No? Maybe? You look cute when you do that. Can you sit? Like, yeah, I'll sit. Come on. Got the really good treats. Sit. Take it. There you go. There you go, Tink. They like sourdough bread. Hi. How you doing? I'm still kind of getting things set up. I want to rename that. Because we're going to do things a little different today. Just a little bit. Oh yeah, that's right. Fitz Liberator wants me to open files, and I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. Twitch's chat is being twitchy again today? I guess. Well, I mean, I'm looking at it on the screen on OBS, and sometimes the print is a little tiny because I just pulled up the hi Tinker. I just pulled up the browser, and I'm not missing anything, so I don't know if chat's being weird. I don't know. What? Oh, excuse me. Are you gonna be good? Are you gonna be quiet? Will you sit? Can you show off to people how nice you can be? This is the good stuff, Tinker. This is the newer stuff. Hey, Guido! So I'm gonna mute myself because I'm gonna nom on some bread real quick and torture my dogs. I have a very attentive audience. So hello, Ironheart. Hello, Gem Doctor. I'm very envious about Guido's spaghetti sauce. I tossed one behind you, buddy. It's there. I promise. Tinker's gonna find it before you do. Hey, you're a little too close. Back up. Now you're just gonna look at dog butts while they look for food. Yeah, I'm trying to keep them quiet. I don't know how I'm succeeding in that. But yeah, hello, DPI. I mean, let's face it, Tinker and Puck are really the star of the show here. They totally are. They really, really are. Yeah, you, sit! Sit, you! You're so cute. Oh, look at that! She's like, I'm gonna back up. And Puck's sitting, but he's sitting like... Oh, they're both sitting. The way I have the camera set up, he's like... right up next to it. That's why you can only see his neck. Alright, this is for Puck. And that's for Tinker. Did you find it, Puck? He's gonna be looking for a while. I tossed it kind of far. I'm amused because he's walked right by it, like, a couple times. And because he doesn't understand English, I can't give him any hints. It's cute though, his nose is down to the ground. Did you give up? Alright, Tinker will find it later. Here you go. Tinker will find it later. Don't worry, don't you worry, buddy. Can you back up? Back up. Back up. See, now they're both sitting. Let me see if I can move the camera so you guys can see them both sitting. Hey, hey you. Yeah, you. Oh, that's a good shot. Oh, freaking A. I was all talking to you guys, too. I think they barked and I muted it. Now, I was saying, pro tip, have your trash can next to the door. Throw away your junk mail. I know. The dogs are like, do we get more? Oh no! Doggy Cam took a tumble. There we go. Only gets a digital junk mail. Yeah, I don't get a whole lot of junk mail because you can actually opt out of like credit offers and things of that nature in the US. Yeah, credit offers and things of that nature in the US. Well, now she's sitting nicely. Need a Cheerio for that. Alright, so I guess it's gonna be a light crowd. Oh no, there's a lot of viewers, so hello all of you lurkers out there. Because I'm not sure which of you are bots and which of you aren't. Hello all of the lurkers. Hey, Cosmic Lettuce. Yeah, I just saw your thing and I'm like, hey, yeah, no, I know that person's not a thing. Hey, Walker. Walker, you should get Joey on so Joey can donate bits so it rains. And yes, if anybody's curious, Smithtown is Walker. And Walker is a gaming buddy. So if I seem a little tired or out of it today, it is because we had Rock the Dome at the planetarium, Ward Beach Planetarium. And I don't think I got home until probably 11 or 11:30. Oh, poo on Joey. And there were a lot of people, and I am quite frankly peopled out for like the week. But yeah, we had 1,700 people show up. Or we at least had 1,700 people in the dome. Some of those people were repeat customers, and we don't have a good way to keep track of repeat customers. So we just know how many, you know, people were in the dome. Yeah, we had 1,700 people, and it was crazy. Crazy. I did music trivia, like astronomy and music trivia. And every time anything about Train or Drops of Jupiter came up, I was like, well, everybody just gets a free point because, yeah. So yeah, it was fun. Everybody had fun. I got rid of a lot of swag I had. Also, in the event that you are waiting for mugs for me, because I know that there are 2 of you that are waiting for mugs from me. That's for real. They're in boxes. They're mostly swagged up. They will, for real, be mailed out next week. Yeah, I don't think I have any more big CosmoQuest stickers, so if you get big CosmoQuest stickers, that's a win. Anyway. Here we go. Hey, Fedmill. Yeah, everybody did enjoy themselves. It was super popular. We don't have the personnel. Like, really, we could have gone, like, all day Saturday. But there's 2 full-time planetarium staff. We had 2 new students for a total of 5 students and me. Hey, Falua. Yeah, that's Tinkerbell. So there were, the 5 students, 2 staff, me, that's 8. Plus, the astronomers that made, I think max we had 10. And one of the astronomers was only there to be like a DJ. Hi, Puck, you're by my feet. You're warm. You can stay by my feet. So, but yeah, that is Tinker. Alright, so. I guess we should get going, huh? Because it's totally 1:03. Alright, so I'm going to rearrange things. And today, we are going to look at all the data I downloaded for, where'd chat go? For the Eskimo Nebula. And I guess I should probably pull off the, we're starting soon. Alright, so, this is the official start. Hello, welcome to Science Sunday, or Astronomy Office Hours. I am your host, Annie Wilson. Today we're going to be looking at data I downloaded for the Eskimo Nebula because I can't remember what we finally settled on last week. My 2 co-hosts are Tinker and Puck. Tinker is the black and tan dashhound. Puck is the white fluffy ball of fur. Also sometimes known as walking snow or walking cloud. Alright, so I'm gonna hit transition here. It's probably gonna be a little rough. But, hey! Yeah, thanks for the bits. Why isn't this working on the other thing? I can see it on the one screen, but not on the other. So yeah, thanks for the bits. I'm gonna make it rain for the doggos. Here's all the Cheerios. Are you guys ready? Puck, can you speak? You're ready? Speak? Yeah? Yeah? You're ready? Alright! Bits for the dogs. Belated congratulations! And I have no idea why the Streamlabs alert widget... Oh, because it was behind everything else. I can't remember how to give bits. It's alright, Walker. You're here, and that's what matters. And I felt my phone vibrate. That's okay. Please, please don't be anything important. So yeah, the Eskimo Nebula, which... Let's see if I can get organized and show you window capture, do new... Oh wait, I have Firefox. And then put that below the widget. And wow, that really cuts everything off. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna turn that off. Transition. So this is the Eskimo Nebula. Or NGC November Golf Charlie 2392. It's also known as the Clownface Nebula or Caldwell 39. I don't know why. It is a planetary nebula. And the reason why they call it Eskimo is formation resembles a person's head surrounded by a parka hood. Which, yeah, I can see it. HST captured this. Like, there's a lot of observations from Hubble Space Telescope, and I think I have at least 5 different proposals of data of this. So we're going to sort through them and pick out what's the best. It does look a bit like Kenny. Oh, I think at one point I had everything that way. It does look like a bit like Kenny, doesn't it? Alright. I realize my layout is way weird, and there's part of me that's just like, that's how it's gonna be. So we're gonna fix this a little bit. Yeah, there is not enough coffee. There really isn't. There's not enough coffee. Alright. So make this a little bigger. Not too big. And hit transition. There, that looks a little bit better, doesn't it? Somebody said, it looks like the Eye of Sauron. Yeah, yeah. Fedmill says, yeah, it looks like the Eye of Sauron. It's totally fine, Paranor. I set the title before the stream and things of that. I totally did have coffee this morning. I don't think I need any more coffee. I don't think I need any more coffee. I'm just really, really tired from yesterday. So, yeah, so that's what this says. 1999. It does not really give produced colors in the oxygen. Pictures were taken in 2000. Wide field and planetary camera 2. Nitrogen is red, hydrogen is green, oxygen is blue, and helium is violet. We're gonna pick different colors because we can, and that's how we roll. So for reference, that is essentially our reference image. That's what the professionals created, and we're gonna see what we're gonna create. So, yeah. Oh, Guido, you're making me want to make like pasta sauce and stuff for dinner tonight, but I might just settle for pizza. Okay, so now we need to pull up. I'm not joking when I say I have a gazillion files. So give me 1 second while I get everything situated. So, transition. I can only have so much coffee before it's a bad thing. So I'm gonna see if I can resize this a little bit. Oh, you know what? It was better the way it was. I'm gonna stop messing with it. Alright, so yeah, I can only have so much coffee, otherwise I hesitate to say jittery, but yeah, jittery. Okay, so for whatever reason this isn't working right with OBS, but the program I have on now is shorthand is called DS9. The long form is SAO image, that's Sierra Alpha Oscar image, DS9 Delta Sierra 9. There's a reason why it's called DS9, and I know it's a totally geeky thing. Yes, Deep Space Nine. Yeah, it was, I think this is the 9th version of it or whatever, and then they're like, well, let's just call it DS9. So that's what they did. So yeah, it is indeed DS9. There are a whole bunch of Fitz image things out there, but this is what I've chosen because this is what the astronomers use at work, and this is what I'm used to. So, can't see it, but I'm digging around for files. And I forget how many I have in HLA. Oh yeah, that's where everything is for HLA. So, I don't know if I can open more than one. Nope, I can't open more than one file at once. So I have a pad of paper and a pen handy, and I'm essentially going to write down the, it's part of the file name, and I think it's the proposal number that will essentially be which proposal number we use. So we're going to look at all of these. Why doesn't this look like anything Huh. Let's do color. Well, this isn't anything exciting. Sit. There's no mail today, guys. Come on. Get your stuff. Get it sorted. Yeah, doggy alarm. They're really, so it doesn't look like there's anything in this image. There really doesn't. We're gonna open the next one. This one also looks the same. So I'm not sure why I pulled that. Because it doesn't look like a whole lot. Oh, wait. I had to do histogram. That might solve part of my problem. So we'll do color scale. Rainbow. Cool. And yes, it has been a hot minute since I've used this. Part of me is, and I pulled this up simply because rather than using the Fitz Liberator, simply because I feel like it's easier to just flip through images quickly. Alright, so I'm gonna open up the other ones. And these look really noisy. But they might be okay. I guess the only way to know for sure is open everything up in Fitz Liberator. So give me 1 second while I first open up the images. And then I will swap windows because I don't have a window set up for Fitz Liberator, which is highly unusual for me. And where is it? Yeah, it's being really weird, and I think it's because I changed my display settings like a gazillion times today. So it's gonna look a little weird, and we're gonna pretend it doesn't look weird because I don't have time to fix it. And I think the padding is just because I changed my stuff today. So that's what that looks like. Close DS9. I don't know why it looks weird. Yeah, we totally Photoshop stars, man. I'm gonna hit reset. I don't know if anything I did in DS9 saved what I did in the thing. I think it did, man. Oh no. Yeah, see how everything's all kind of, hey, nah, Alright. I think I'm gonna have to open everything back up in DS9. Shh. Come on. Come on. Because I didn't think it saved auto-magically, but maybe it does. No. Don't start that stuff, Puck. Zoom fit. Necrotic back. The humans are talking. Here, have pieces of bread and be quiet. Necrotis asked, do stars that you would otherwise not see in the photo actually show up, or does this only work on very faint but clearly present stars? It depends on what you're doing. Are I know the astronomers I work with use image processing software or packages, not necessarily Photoshop, to actually blot out stars because they're worried, they don't want to process foreground stars, they're more worried about background stars. And yeah, sometimes I think we might just switch back over to the other thing, to Fitz Liberator, because DS9 is not, I've used it, but I'm not as familiar with it. So give me 1 second to pull up Fitz Liberator again. And it looks really weird, and I'm not sure why. So we're just gonna roll with it. Really? It forgot. It totally forgot what it's supposed to be doing. The selected file is not supported. That's not at all. There you go. I guess I can fix this. See? I'm sorry, guys. I am so freaking tired that I'm just like, well, this is how this is now. I guess this is my life now. Close. Alright, so that's a little better. I'm gonna fix the padding a bit more. No, I didn't want 350. There we go, 300, and then we'll do probably 425. Hit the up arrow. So the reason why I think everything is all screwed up is because I've been changing my display percentages to make things easier for me to, like, literally visually see. And, yeah, because I need glasses. Like, something bad. Hi, bye, see you later, Cosmic Lettuce. Alright, so now that everything's fixed so that you guys can see, although apparently not if I do that. Okay, Windows, I get the idea. I don't know why there's multiple images. I should only have one. So we're going to play around. Undefined black channels. This should be. This usually does not happen. So I'm not entirely too sure what's happening here. Alright, we're gonna hit reset. And it has black clipping is blue, white clipping is green, and everything else is kind of faint and fuzzy. So oh, might help if I had the right thing. There we go. There's that. And then we're going to pick that as our that. And we're still on linear. We don't want linear. So that was what? Arcsine. Log. But you see how grainy this image is? Like, I feel like this is not an image I want to use because of how grainy it is. And nothing I'm doing seems to help. So, what is this one? I'm gonna write down what not to use. Do not use. 06119. I see things happening in chat. Yeah, they're all the pixels and I don't like it at all. I don't like it. I don't like it. Alright, so Hey, Ironheart. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't know what's up with it. Observation. And it's not even giving us a year. Image headers. There's a lot of... There is. I guess it's depending on how you want to use the word data in this context. There's a lot of data in these images. All right, so we know we don't want that one, so let's try a different proposal number. Part of me is like, what if I'm just having a really bad time with this? Oh, it's all right, Ironheart. I was like, what? What is happening? Okay, we'll do this, because this should be black. Alright, I don't like that one either. I was not joking when I said I downloaded a lot of data. And I feel like it shouldn't be this difficult to figure out what the heck I'm looking at. But I feel like I don't know what I'm looking at. Good afternoon. We may actually have to go back to the... because I... Man, maybe today's just not my day. I'm beginning to feel like today is not my day. We are having a fit, and I am having a fit with fits. And we may have to go back, literally, to the drawing board and pull up the data again, which makes me really upset. But nothing looks right. And it should... Something's not right, and nothing looks right. Yeah, nothing looks right. All right, change of plan. We're gonna go back to pulling up we're gonna find data for the Eskimo Eskimo Nebula. All right. Let me pull up mast. Yeah, she does look expectant, doesn't she? She's like, hey, mom, 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 mom. All right, let's see if I can capture Firefox. I can. What happens if I turn it all full screen? Might help if I capture the right window, huh? Yeah, guys, thanks again for your patience. Seriously, I played around with things. I was trying to make life easier for myself, and apparently I just made life more difficult for myself. So and Windows essentially warns you, hey, if you're going to do this, you need to log out and back in again. So my download basket, we're going to remove all. So now there's nothing in my download basket. So we're going to do NGC 2392. Search. That is probably because my mute button, my like cough button, is control. And control is also used for a gazillion other things like scrolling. Not scrolling, but like zooming in and out with the scroll wheel on my trackball. So, alright, let's try this again. And now everything is like way too small. So we're gonna click that and that. Show more. Oh, you know what? We're just gonna clear that. Proposal ID. Nope. 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 Proposal type. Is it going to give me a data type? Because, like, I don't know what all these things are other than stars. Alright, so we want an image and not a spectrum. For starters. There we go. Okay. So, this is what I wanted, I think. So I'm going to select this, and this, and this, and this. So why am I selecting these? They are not grainy. Yeah, first of all, like, unlike that one right there, they're not grainy. I'm not going to have to do a lot of other processing. Like, this one is cool, but it's kind of cut off. They're not grainy. The image is kind of in the center of this weird cutout thing. So those are going to be really easy to align. So that is... I'm going to write a note, because I'm not going to download these live, because that'll just screw everything up. I could. I think it'll screw everything up. And we might just call it early, because I am just super frustrated with myself right now. So this is proposal 06347. And there is a... The filters are... We can look at what colors we want to assign everything today. We can do that. F5 or 658 narrow. Filter of detection. They actually have 2 detection ones. I think that means that there's no filter. And then they have an F656 narrow. So the problem with this particular data set is that there technically are 3 filters. But when I say 3 filters, like, these almost look like they're duplicates now that I'm looking at them. Just looking at them from a real zoomed out point of view, these look like they're the same thing. So there's only 2 filters there, which makes me a little sad, because we can only do so much with that. So, scrolling down these 2 rows right here, the images are they're pretty much in the same location. So that's 8, and I swear I downloaded these, 8499 and 8726. I swear I downloaded these, and I just don't know what the problem is. The images are... There's a lot more happening here. This one says total in the file name. So I might just have to try to go back to HLA and download these. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. For the 8726, there are 4 filters, which makes me very happy. No. I am literally tossing food at my dogs to get them to be quiet. Alright, so I'm going to make a note. 4 filters. And then for the 8499. Hey! You ready to make it rain? We're gonna make it rain. You ready? Puck, speak. Come on, speak. Alright, good enough. Thanks, Fenmill. Alright, so how many filters are here? So this one says total really, really small. 1, 2, 3, 4 filters. That one also has 4 filters, and I don't think they're the same 4 filters. Or are they? There's 1 repeat filter. Yeah, that's actually super cool. There's only 1 repeat filter between the 2 of them. But because they are from 2 different proposals, they're not... I don't know how easily they'll align in Photoshop. I do know that I could potentially fudge them and make them work. For the record, these 2 right here are the same filter number, but they have a lot of different, like I see narrow, narrow, M, I forget what M means. These are narrow, this is narrow, this is narrow, this is narrow. So they have a lot of narrow, words are hard. They have a lot of narrow filters, which means you can pull up pretty, very specific groups of wavelengths of light. And let's see, there's still like 20 more pages of this. And see, there's still more. This is yet another one. Yeah, narrow band filters, thank you. So there's a lot of data products, but not everybody's used the same settings. Like you can see over here, it's in this corner, and over here, it's in this corner. And I don't know why. Shh, Paranoir, shh. And I think I tried with these. Like I really did think I tried with these, because I think these would stack up well and be quick. So let me write down that one as well, because maybe we'll just play around with this one for a while. I'm thinking part of my issue might be that I am so used to doing galaxies that Planetary Nebula are like, no, we're not going to behave the way that you're used to having things behave at all. These were the ones I was trying to pull in earlier. No, they're not. These are different. But I know I have this set downloaded. Probably not this one because it's so grainy. But I know I have these downloaded. And some of these are really just, here's some blank bits. And even more blank bits. Yep, I have these downloaded. So it might just be my computer not cooperating today, which I understand. I wouldn't want to cooperate either. All right, so we have like 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of observation or proposals. So we're going to pull back up the, let's see, this one had 4 filters and 8499 had 4 filters. So I'm just pulling these particular ones up. So these are also included in these things. So I'm going to write down the filters on another sheet of paper. And then we're going to do our best to find some quick information about them, because sometimes I have dug for hours. So we have WFPC2/WFC. WFC definitely stands for wide field camera. So we have Foxtrot 469er November. Same camera, we have Foxtrot 502 November. Foxtrot 656 November. Foxtrot 658 November. And then we have a detection, which I'm gonna have to double check, but I think that means that it says total, and it's from the HLA collection, so it could be a pre-stacked combination of all the images, or it could just be no filter. So I'm not sure what that means. And so we already have Foxtrot 469er. So we also have Foxtrot 4879er. Foxtrot 547 Mike. Foxtrot 673 November. And that one, that last one is also detection. And we can look at the other pages, but I can guarantee you that they're all going to look just like this. All right, so we have done that. And now we are going to do, we want the WST, no, not WST, HST Instrument Handbook. All right. So it's not quite what we want. I'm going to add in WFPC2. Pull up what we want. There we go. So let this load. And downloading, setting up StarView, which I don't even know, man. Waiver, navigating, displaying, analyzing, displaying spectra, analyzing spectra, references. Oh, here we go. Interaction reducing, which we're not doing that quite yet. Paper products, calibration, processing steps, recalibration, error sources. Why is it just not giving me the filters? It is not giving me the filters, which is exactly what I wanted. All right, so WFPC2 filters. There we go. Filter wavelengths. It is hiding them to annoy me. Oh my goodness. Here we go. So they have the old archive values and the new archive values. I don't know how old this data is. And we don't have to be super exact because this is not a finished science product. This is a, this is essentially art. Essentially, hi, Boneless Big Heart. Welcome. I am currently, because nothing wants to work for me today, woe is me. I am currently, what am I doing? A, I'm tired. B, I can't get technology to work the way I want it to. And C, right now I'm just trying to do a bunch of things to get ready to do more science in the future. So even though I really am just like, oh, the end. This is me being nice to my future self. Hey, don't even think about it. And yes, there are dogs. And yes, they like to bark. So yeah, right now I have the filter table pulled up for the see, just like that, for the Whiskey Foxtrot Papa Charlie 2, which that's not what they call it, but so everybody understands me, that's what I'm calling it. Filter wavelengths in the Hubble Space Telescope archive. I'm gonna toss food at my dogs to appease them for a little bit. So it is giving us a central wavelength, and so we'll either, yeah, so it's a central wavelength and a pivot wavelength, and we're going to get the pivot wavelength because reasons. And they have this, the A is in angstroms, which I'm a little annoyed by, but whatever. And I'm just taking notes on a pad of paper. Pivot wavelength, and that's going to be in angstroms. So for the Foxtrot 469er, hey Veronica, and thank you for that. 469er narrow, it happens that the pivot wavelength is the same as the central wavelength. So 4694 angstroms, and then we're going to scroll down to 502, and it is 5012. Then we have 656, which is 6564 angstroms. 658 is 6591. And I don't know why they have two filters that are so close together. It might be to just separate out certain gases that have really close spectra. Then I don't know what detection means. Oh, and I apparently missed some. So 48 is not listed on here. Oh, there it is. So that pivot wavelength is 4865 angstroms, and then 547 mic. That pivot wavelength is 5483. And yes, these are indeed physical filters. So Boneless Big Heart asks, are they physical filters? Yes, these are actual physical filters that are put in front of the cameras on Hubble Space Telescope when they take images. Let's see if I can actually get a picture. Hubble Space Telescope filters. So let's see if I can get an actual image of the real filters. And I don't think so. No, these are all like, hey, this is what all these different things look like. And I forget the technical term, but you know the typically were red, and you put a circular wheel in them, and you click the thing to advance ahead. Well, the filters are on a circular wheel that turn. And there's actually a set of cameras that share a set of filters because they're right next to each other. So what some astronomers do is when they submit their data, they'll take images with both of the cameras with different filters at the same time. Are you trying to steal their souls? Because you're really trying to steal their eardrums right now. Can you sit? Hey! Some bits. Are you ready for some bits? Are you ready to make it rain? Now you can speak. Speak. Come on. You are so much louder than that. Come on, buddy. Speak. Yeah? Yeah? Alright, ready? Ready? Are you ready, Tinker? She's just off camera. There! Made it rain for the dogs. Thanks, Veronica. Alright. But yeah, they are definite physical filters. And as Paranor said, every astronomical image is indeed false color because the filters come down in grayscale. Yeah, all the light is measured based on intensity or brightness, and the filters, you know, only let so many wavelengths of, only let certain wavelengths of light through, which is kind of what I'm looking up right now because when I do get these images processed through FITS Liberator, which will probably happen next week once I get the right data down and poke with it and prod it. Once I massage it into something that I can put it into Photoshop, then we will, then I'll assign colors to these different layers. And I think the most I've done is maybe 4 different filters at once. And yeah, we're definitely working on it. Hi, Mike. You're not late. I mean, I'm still going. I didn't give up yet. I thought about giving up. I haven't given up yet. I pivoted. I pivoted. Alright, so the last filter, the pivot wavelength, speaking of pivoting, is 6732 angstroms. Alright. Yeah, I haven't given up yet. The yet is important. Alright, I love how the puppers look 5 minutes after they're gone as dogs do. Yeah, they look around. What's up, Tink? Are you gonna go outside? Or are you gonna come down? I have Cheerios. You have stuff stuck to your snout, Puck. There. I tossed one single Cheerio. We'll see how long it takes them to find it. Alright, so we've found data, so I feel like I should update my what we're doing thing. So now we're going to... So we found data. Yeah, that's right. And now we're examining wavelengths. There we go. We're just gonna put examining wavelengths. I have rice. I might get rice. I have some rice in the fridge. Alright, so these are all... I have written down the pivot wavelengths. So now we need to do... What is it? The, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Brains are not for eating. But words are really hard right now. Alright, so we have the wavelengths. And what I want to do is to kind of map them to colors. I don't know why they're using angstroms versus nanometers. Boneless Big Heart asks, so how large is the image I get? How large? What do you mean by how large? Are you talking like how much space does it take up on my computer? Are you talking how many pixels it is across? How much of the sky we're looking at? Like, define large. The fits images themselves, as soon as I can find one, give me 1 second. Or did I give up and delete them all? I may have given up and deleted them all. Oh my. Alright, so Tinkerbell. That's right, sit for food. Alright, so the last one that I finished, I'm gonna hit properties. This does not tell me what I want it to do. Alright, so let me click open with something that'll tell me how big it is. Photos? It is not telling me how big it is across. I feel like it should though. Details? No, that's not. Oh, here we go. It did show me under details for a second. The one I just finished was something like 2700 by 3200? So this is a potentially stupid question, Fenmil, but I'm assuming angstroms, because I don't remember, angstroms are just the same as nanometers, or what? Actually, no, they're not the same. So let's do angstroms to nanometers, because I understand nanometers. Are you effing kidding me? Canada Kim says, are we seeing the images or just the static STI? You were seeing just the static image because I'm doing things on the interwebs. Because I couldn't do what I planned to do, so now we're pivoting a tiny bit. I have images planned. Right now we are doing, and it looks really like I can just put in a decimal point and get what I want. 4694. That is indeed what I can do. Cool. That makes all of this easier. So I found images. I'm just putting in decimal points right now. I found images. I found the filters that were used in the images, and we're essentially going to look at what colors are what. So Boneless Big Heart says, I'm a camera guy. My images are around 4608 by 3072. Not big enough for full dome planetarium usage. It is, but it isn't. Your images are actually big enough for planetariums that use 2 Kibi systems. So that's 2048 by 2048. Yes, I use Kibi instead of K. Because 2K is just 2000. 2 Kibi is 2048. Alright, so we've got that. So now we need electromagnetic spectrum. Hooray. Wavelength to color. There we go. Visible spectrum. We're just gonna open up a bunch of different things. See, I love how you guys are all like geeky enough to be like, yeah, I know what camera you're using. Alright. So we've opened up a bunch of things. Oh, this is cool. So I just converted everything from angstroms to nanometers. I need to write that down on my thing. They might use angstroms because for things like gamma rays and hard X-rays are in the pico. they're using picometers instead of nanometers. Maybe angstroms just covers all of that. That's my guess. Anyways, so near ultraviolet begins at... Why is it doing micrometer? I literally just converted everything to the other thing. Anyways, words are hard. So near ultraviolet starts at 100 nanometers, and the visible stuff is somewhere in between. I think I did open that. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. We're going to... I'm going to zoom in because this is... Hey! Nobody asked. And I just keep tossing food. Alright, yeah, they do have strong opinions on this, don't they? Alright, so that's pretty good as far as I can get it. They really do have strong opinions. And there's the beeping. We're going to ignore the beeping. So cool. All of these wavelengths are within the visible spectrum because visible spectrum starts at roughly 380 nanometers and ends at 740. So I'm not going to write down this table. I feel like I should have it printed out. So for the 400, which is 470 essentially, that's going to be blue. So I'm going to just write off in the corner blue. 501 is technically green. Technically green. The 656.4 is going to be red. And 659.1 is also red. So there we're going to have a bit of an issue because we already have two reds. The 486.5 is technically cyan, just barely cyan. The 548.3, let's see, 548.3, there's green. See, we have two greens if I use both sets of data. And the 673 is red. Alright, so in a perfect world, if I use both sets of data and have so if I do that, I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 filters, which is great, right? But if I use both sets, I'm going to have 3 red and 2 green. So for whatever reason, we don't have any yellow. We don't have any violet. We don't have any orange. So I could bump these around. I'm kind of wondering what common spectra of gas is. So I'm not entirely too sure. And I think that may have been pulled up somewhere. So just scroll that out. Would that be under spectroscopy? I feel like that would be under spectroscopy. Let's see what happens if we click spectroscopy. Sit down, baby. Yeah. Atoms. Atomic spectroscopy. Atomic emission spectroscopy. I'm really not entirely too sure what I know they'd use spectra, but I'm not entirely too sure. Atom and ion sources, really? You're not going to give me like, wait, atomic spectral line. That took me right back to where I didn't want to go. Ah! Here we go. This looks more like what I'm looking for. Maybe. That was more of what I was looking for. This is more of what I was looking for. Trillion H2O says, I know it's a lot more work, but could you make 2 passes combining 2 filter groups on each pass? I'm not sure what you mean by passes. I could stack... I know you have strong opinions on this. I could stack the 2 different images together. I could also just assign them different colors. You know, things like that. Part of me is... because I was kind of looking for like spectral stuff like this. You probably want the spectral lines of chemical elements. Yes! Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, so... if I give them food, they tend to be quiet. Does it matter for which elements? I know they used in the original Wikipedia entry, which I want to go back to this, don't panic. So what we're doing, NGC, actually let me just do Eskimo Nebula. So I know for this particular image, they set the gases for, like they have nitrogen is red. I'm actually gonna write this down. Nitrogen is red, hydrogen is green, oxygen is blue, and helium as violet. So with that information, go back here. So they have hydrogen, and it kinda pops up as both blue and red. State hydrogen is that. Because I know there's a specific way that they use different things, but you know, I know they're also able to essentially identify what gases they're looking at based on the spectra. So, but like I'm looking at the hydrogen thing and it has spectra lines all the way across. So part of me is like, how do they just decide which ones get which? How are they able to pull them apart? Because nitrogen and oxygen have some lines in common, but I mean, they are distinct. And things like helium and hydrogen are more different from each other. I think more distinct from each other than nitrogen and oxygen. DPI says there's a limited number of spectral lines that are unique per element. Right. Shh. It's okay. It's okay, Bug. You can almost see how the hydrogen lines up with the carbon. But yeah, no, I think that's interesting because I was expecting, for whatever reason, I was expecting them to like pop up at one particular spectrum line. So, this is cool. Thank you for sharing this, because this is pretty much what I was looking for. And I might be able to find something else. The absorption spectrum? Maybe not. But yeah, this is when I wish I was doing this from work and I could just run down the hallway and get the guys and be like, can you explain this to me? So, anyways, that's how they determined what gases were what colors. I will have to probably do a little bit research more on my own. Yeah. Do some research on my own. I'm tired and my brain is like, nope, I'm done. So, let me flip everything over. Oh. DPI flourishes in a most courtly bow. That's adorable. It really, really is. So yeah, I think that pretty much wraps everything up. Even though we didn't do what I wanted to do, I feel like we still made some decent progress. I definitely have a wonderful little list here, which I know you can't see, and I'm not going to... But I have a list here of, you know, what colors go with what filters, and we can change that later. Paranor says, don't let your brain go to the zombies. I don't think it will. My brain might go to sleep. I might go back to sleep after this. For those of you that just tuned in or came in a little late, I also am associated with Ward Beecher Planetarium. And we had a big function over the weekend called Rock the Dome, where we had 1,700 people come through. Some of those were repeat guests, but still, we had 1,700 plus, you know, essentially, quite frankly, butts and seats over a 2-day period. And there were anywhere from like 8 to 10 of us, and we're exhausted. Oh yeah, that Paranor says 1,700 herding skills. Yeah, they actually pulled me in because I am the best at crowd control. And there were people that literally waited for hours. I've had people set up picnics in the classrooms. In fact, I highly encourage picnics in the classrooms. In one of the classrooms, I just put on like NASA TV on the thing so people had something to watch. Because the classroom is out of the wind, because otherwise the only other place to wait is in the hallway and the door is constantly opening. It's cold. So we did that. I did some like astronomy and songs trivia. We had like leftover 50th anniversary mugs that were prizes. I had a whole bunch of swag from AAS and AGU that I brought back, like lots of stickers. Those are pretty much almost all gone between undergrads and this weekend. The trivia was literally a last minute thing, and I'm glad I did it. A lot of people were very happy about it. I was able to get people engaged and out of the hallway, because with as many people as we had, it actually becomes like a fire hazard, because we don't let them past like the double doors, because past the double doors are like more offices and stuff. So yeah, keeping people in the classroom makes it less of a fire hazard. It was a very busy weekend. And we don't charge admission either, which also makes us popular for stuff like this. We ask for donations, but we can't sell anything. Because I had people asking, you know, how much were the mugs? Like, I can't sell you a mug. Technically, I can stand by a donation box, watch you drop in like $10 and give you a mug. Technically. But, yeah. And, we can't sell anything. And we can't charge admission. And the fact that we have donation boxes is kind of amazing, because the university gets really weird about that. They essentially want their cut of the pot. But in case anybody's wondering how much money we did raise, it was a lot. People were very generous. Normally we get 50 cents per person. I think over the weekend we got 75 cents per person. It averages out to that. We don't pay attention to how many people drop money in the thing. We just count the money afterwards and we keep attendance. So yeah, 75 cents per person when, you know, we ask for $1 or $2 for donation. I know last night there were a healthy number of 20s, 10s, and 5s in the donation box, which made me happy. So yeah, we did good. We did good. It was very positive turnout. People asking when we were doing it again. Not again this year. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyways, so yeah, that's why I'm tired. Is because I used all of my energy up yesterday. I was up really late. And I am all peopled out. Quite frankly, I am all peopled out. So yeah, that's my explanation for that. All right. Puck's like, I'm not on camera, but I'm on camera enough. All right, so one last make it rain for the doggos. Make it rain so you guys can watch them eat. Anyways, so if you missed any of this, there's video on demand. And probably within the next couple days, this will be archived up on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, I go live most Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern on Twitch. Just search for CosmoQuest X on Twitch and you'll find us. Alright, this has been, I don't know why the Hangout-a-thon. Oh, yeah. So yeah, we're still raising money, and the money goes to, like, help me keep doing this thing. Patreon, buying our beautiful merch on Redbubble, bits, subscriptions, cash donations through Streamlab. I'm literally going through all the things. All of that. And if you can't afford to donate, follows are free. Sharing, you know, sharing the word, sharing us with your friends is free, and that's okay. You want to come out and you want to come and hang out and chat with me? Cool, that's great. Please come hang out and chat with me. Come ask me questions. My brain is... Well, the dogs had strong opinions on that, but they're taking their opinions outside, which is exactly where they need to take their opinions. All right, so this has been a production in collaboration with PSI, Planetary Science Institute in sunny, beautiful Tucson, Arizona. Working in collaboration with Youngstown State University, which is in still very snowy, very cloudy, very cold Youngstown, Ohio. PSI is a 501c3 corporation dedicated to solar system exploration. Yay! And, yeah, I think that's it, folks. One last make it rain. One last make it rain. Speak. Tell everybody thank you. Speak. Yeah? Yeah? Are you ready? Speak. Yeah? All right. The dogs say thank you. I say thank you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your patience. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. And now I need to find the credits. Where did I put the credits? I'm getting better at this, I promise. All right. But yeah, thanks for everything, guys. Oh yeah, that's right. There's no credits music. Do 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 dee dee boo ba boop ba da dee dee doo. I need to fix this. I need to fix this. Do do dee. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Any other opinions, Puck? Speak. Nope. Nope. The dogs don't have any opinions. Anyways, thanks again, guys. Bye.